and gentlemen, we are learning about altitude and azimuth. So in your vocabulary assignment, let's start with the word zenith or zenith. Okay, zenith is the point directly overhead from an observer. Okay, so you have an observer. Looking at the celestial sphere. Okay, so when you are looking at the sky, you can only see half the planet at once. Okay, so that's the celestial sphere. It's where the stars are. Okay, so it's like making a fort, and you have little stars on the inside of the fort, and you're trying to tell people where the stars are based on where you're standing. Okay, so the zenith is highest point. Okay, so if we were drawing a line, how many degrees is that on the math protractor?
180.
Straight up and down from flat?
90.
90. Okay, that's 90 degrees. So when you're measuring the next thing called altitude, your number has to be less than 90. Okay, if you're trying to tell somebody their star is over there, okay, you don't say, oh, it's 120 degrees, you just turn around. Okay, and you say, okay, the altitude is 70 or whatever. Okay, 70 degrees. So that's our next word, altitude. And normally when we learn that word, we're kind of familiar with it. We've heard of high altitudes, right? Is you can go skiing and snowboarding if it's a higher altitude, okay, versus closer to sea level. And so I like to draw a little picture, reminding myself, okay, that 90 degrees is the highest, so that would be the zenith. So your altitude has to be between 0 degrees and 90 degrees. So this would be like how many?
30.
Yeah, like 30, maybe 45 or so.
40.
Okay, 45 degrees. From the horizon. This 0 line is the horizon from where you're looking. Okay, so let's pretend you're Moana on a boat. Okay, and it's the line with the sky meets the sea is calm, right? Okay, so that's the horizon. Is your 0, then you measure up based on that. Okay? That one I find people don't have a lot of trouble with. Okay? It's when they have a matching quiz. Okay? That they get them mixed up. Okay? They know what altitude is, they know what azimuth is, but then they see them on a question and they go, well, they both start with an A, and they get mixed up. Okay? So your azimuth is your measurement around clockwise position of a star. Okay. So that's why I gave you this paper. Okay, the protractor paper.